What's up everybody, I'm back. I am here with another Why I'm Buying video, and today's game is none other than Final Fantasy 16. Now, Final Fantasy 16 is the 16th mainline entry in the Final Fantasy series. In case you don't know, all the Final Fantasy games aren't necessarily sequels to each other, they're all kind of standalone little stories, so if you do plan on playing 16, you do not have to play the other 15 games that came before it, okay? Final Fantasy 16 is set in the world of Valistia, one or the two. But it's a world divided by 6 different nations, each with its own crystal and dominant, which is a human that acts as a host for each nation's icon, which basically are just giant titans, which are one of the few things that each Final Fantasy game has. The actual story itself focuses on Clive Rosfield, who witnesses his kingdom ruined, and then goes on a dark and deep revenge quest in pursuit of the dark icon Ifrit. Now, it is also worth noting that this will technically be my first real Final Fantasy game, and I say that in the sense that I've played other Final Fantasy games, right? I've played Final Fantasy 6, Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, and I've even been dipping my toe a little recently in Final Fantasy 10, which is really damn good, by the way, but I digress. I've been playing all those games, but this is the first Final Fantasy game that I will be actively playing in order with everyone else. So why am I buying Final Fantasy 16? Well, for starters, I played the demo, and the demo is fantastic. So fucking good. No business being as good as it was. But what about that demo made it particularly great? Well, first thing that you'll notice is the combat is completely different from anything Final Fantasy has ever done before. For the first time in the series' history, this is a straight real-time action game, not turn-based. And for the series' first time dipping its toe in real-time action, it does pretty damn good. And if you know about the people that they actually got to help with the game, it makes sense. And it's no joke about that combat, guys. They got some big names. They got some support from the Kingdom Hearts team. They even got support from Platinum Games itself, the people behind Nier Automata. So with that level of pedigree, it's pretty safe to assume that combat in Final Fantasy 16 is gonna be stellar. And then you have the story, which honestly is very interesting, because at the start of all this, they said that Yoshi P was looking for a mature, dark fantasy narrative that would tackle difficult themes. In a quote, he actually says that he wants this game not to cater just to children or adults, but rather something that will reach players of all generations. Now that is a bold ass statement. And yeah, the mature themes really take center stage in this game. I mean, this is the first Final Fantasy game to be rated M. And especially in the demo, this is not your mom's Final Fantasy. It was bloody, it was gory, there was actual sexual content that kind of made me blush a little, I'm not gonna lie. But more importantly, the story beats and the themes are so real. This game gets dark. The game is looking to take everything that you would normally think of Final Fantasy and just really toss it out the window. Yoshi P even decided that he wants to separate Final Fantasy 16 from more of the famous stereotypes that come with these type of games, such as like the anime art style. They really went out of their way to make Final Fantasy 16 feel different from any other game in the series, and I respect that. Gameplay, story, all good stuff, making huge changes. But I didn't even mention one of the biggest reasons why I'm buying the game. Look at it! Look at this game. It is visually incredible. I honestly can't believe it. Final Fantasy 16 was originally supposed to be coming to PlayStation 4, but they canceled it so they don't have to lower their ambition. And you know what? I'm glad they did. Final Fantasy 16 runs beautifully on PlayStation 5 from what I've seen and from what I've played. The particle effects are insane, and my god, I am excited to get to these icon fights. Final Fantasy 16 and these icon fights are going to be the selling point of the game. Mark my words. The battle that I experienced in that demo is one of the single most epic things I've ever had the pleasure to play in a video game. And I guarantee that further on in the game, when the stakes are getting higher and higher, it's only gonna get better. The game just feels so big and epic in scale that this is the type of game that you need to play on a massive ass TV to really appreciate it. Final Fantasy 16 honestly can't come soon enough. I already know I'm gonna love the game, okay? I already know it's gonna be one of the best games of this year if the demo has anything to say about it. But that doesn't matter. I'm still going to talk about it, I'm still going to get excited, and you know what? I'm still going to try and convince as many people as possible to check out Final Fantasy 16. Now, of course, I like to be devil's advocate. There's always a chance that maybe Final Fantasy 16 won't be perfect. There's always a chance, but going based on all the trailers, all the talk, all the confidence that this team has in this game, and most importantly, going based off that incredible demo, it would be really hard to believe that Final Fantasy 16 is going to be less than excellent. And that's why I'm buying Final Fantasy 16, guys. This is going to be a Game of the Year contender. I'm telling you, this game is going to be nuts. I wouldn't be shocked if it even becomes my Game of the Year, but that's getting ahead of ourselves. Anyway, the game's going to be incredible. I'm going to love it. Thank you guys for watching. The next game I'm thinking I'm doing this type of video for, I'm thinking it might be for something different. I'm thinking it might be for like Immortals of Avium. Because I feel like I'm the only one that's legitimately kind of excited to play that game. It looks really interesting the more and more I see of it. But I don't think a lot of people have been like won over yet. So I want to see if maybe I can convince one or two people, but we'll see. Anyways, thank you for watching. You know where to find me, The Gamer Critic, on Instagram and YouTube. And as always, I will see you guys soon.